5 feet. He's letting it down some. It got wedged between that bar and it could go up 3 more feet. I don't want it in the way of this when it's blowing in. So he's bringing it back down a little bit and we'll see what she does. It's in position. All right, go ahead. Yep, see, it's away from that. 3 feet. How? Perfect. Dad's combine and Bernie's running cart for right now. Grain through that grinder blower, 4440 power that come off the bagger. Bagger's cleaned up, put away in the shed. I had to get that 800 recutter, wash it all down, wash everything else. Blessed with this beautiful weather. Spent some time in this silo the last couple days getting it prepped. New blower, new motor. Put a new motor in that Ford silo last winter. Well, we're not using it anymore, so I figured there was nothing wrong with this motor, but it was older. So I decided to just change it anyway because I'd rather put a 1500 brand new one in there opposed to that one that I didn't know anything about. So this unloader is pretty well set. I got the Super Trucker with me. We'll check in on his hernia issue shortly, but he's pulling trucks in for me. Dad and Bernie in our back door combining, filling that truck grain cart, then filling the truck. He's pulling in. Super Trucker's helping lift that up. I've got my chopper wagons full of a high chopped corn that I'm dumping in between loads or half loads. Because I mean, the grain cart's sitting there full right now. Bernie's full. And you'll see my tractor. I'll get to that here in a second after we get this truck unloaded. But I'm filling that in. He's raising that truck up. I'm filling that in so the unloader has some footing. It's an older Vandale. Let's go. That's a 1988 Peterbilt that you're saying. That truck was the cat's meow back when my wife was born. goes. Bernie's sitting there with a full grain cart. See all that dust? Dad's still combining. The goal is to not keep anybody waiting. To do that, you gotta have a little bit of luck. What you got going on down there is Dad's filling the super trucker with the grain cart. He must have got full, he looped around, and now he's filling the grain cart filling the semi. This is coming to an end. They've got this silent loader cranked up. You can't feed out of it while we're filling it. So I pre-filled my backhoe bucket and dumped it in the mixer. So I'm gonna have grain for tonight. It's gonna be a couple days doing this probably. I'm probably gonna make sure they keep a little extra corn in that grain cart. And I'll probably direct dump it right into the mixer. Watch the scale, tell them to shut it off when you get about 800 pounds. Perfect timing, pulling up, super trucker's locked and loaded, backing in blind, getting in position. He's dead on, boys. Oh! Hence the name, super trucker. Guy's good. Lifting it up right now. The stuff's sticky. There she's going. Bernie's got that truck filled perfectly centered. Get that set and I'll come in here. Super trucker can watch it for me. Getting later in the day, check on these cows a little bit. Got a couple laying backwards, but lots of feed in the bunk. Like I said, I talked about that TMR switching to that mixer. You lay a whole bunch of good feed, and I never let the bunks get too cleaned out. I used to always have them empty, but now I try to keep feed in front of them constantly. I'm ready. I said it's loud out here. Got earplugs in. He said, "You damn right." Where? Looks like Bernie's sitting there waiting with a full grain cart. Super trucker's on his way. In about a half one of these wagons between the semi. I'll get about half of this done. When I see him pulling out, I'll stop and back it up. I mean, this isn't doing a whole lot for the cows. Not necessarily hurting them, but this is mainly for traction for that old Vandale silo loader, ground driven, and it just keeps a continuous flow. It takes a lot to fill that with just the kernel. It's like 17,500 bushel it would hold. We're thinking about 10 to 12 trucks, 1,000 bushel a piece, is what I'm doing here. We'll see. Dad just pulled up. They got another double unload. He's unloading into Bernie. Bernie's unloading into the super trucker. Super's bringing it right downtown. Coming. Super trucker trucking. He's dead on again, guys. Ho! And Dad's running a 2012 S670 combine, 8-row head. We'll catch up with him in a bit. Bernie's in a 7830 John Deere with a J&M 750 grain cart. That's what keeps this whole thing going for that high moisture corn, because it's important to put in their feed. It'll really make them milk. You put in the right mixture. Check the back side of this. She's blowing a little bit of dust out of there. Not too bad, but that blower hopefully is doing its job. Lift her up some more. Last shot. Guys, in a surprise event, the super trucker's wife and daughter just dropped us off sandwiches. Hey, today's a good day. into this so we could use the combine once we got that newer combine. But the trucks used to be them late 70s GMCs, tandem axles. Had about 3 or 4 of them over the years. But we slowly ended up evolving into semis. We first got this one, and now we got that 1990 Ford L9000 with a new hopper bottom behind it. So started with grain trucks, got rid of them, and got just straight semis. Another one bites the dust. Here he comes. Canadian friends, is this company still in business? J&D Manufacturing. Guys, these two got in a rumble match when this field was planted. They're trying to make up. Are they gonna go around too?
Mark wants to. He looks happy right now.
Guys, switching gears, I just filled the mixer up with haylage. First and second cut mix. Mark's unloading them wagons, Super Trucker. Dad and Bernie are ahead of us. We'll check them out real quick. Get the full feel of the operation right here. He's dusty. There you have it up close. Dad's dumping to Bernie. Bernie's dumping to the Super Trucker. Super Trucker's now taking it to Mark. And I'm gonna go feed the cows. Pretty sweet setup, if I do say so. Pretty nice to be able to work in dry conditions. You wouldn't be driving around like that, semi-parked in a field, if it was wet. You know, we did high moisture, just to fill you in on the kind of year we're having. It was November 10th of last year that we did this. It's we're a month early this year. We're very happy about that. PTO's on, 3 buckets in there, Super Trucker's waiting on us. Feed's mixing, Super Trucker waited patiently. Guys, leave a comment and say, Super Trucker, you're a patient guy. Pull it in. Just finished that wagon right on cue. And we're feeding. Look at that. These cows had this bunk, both bunks licked clean again. These are your girls that just got done getting milked, the ones you're seeing in here. But I'm gonna pour the feed to them, and we'll check in, put a couple more semi-loads in, putting a dent in that silo today, first day. Yep, these are your girls just getting milked. And now they're back going. Not missing a beat.